Please be seated. Distinguished guests, the Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, Lord Boateng of Acheam and Wembley.
Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, graduates, friends and family. My job is a simple one. It's to say just a couple of words. But I say them as Chancellor with all my heart. They're the most important words, important couple of words in the English language. And they are welcome and thank you. Welcome, first of all, to this incredible building. It's a wonderful space, isn't it? And it's a building designed to express celebration and belief. Celebration and belief. We celebrate the achievements of these graduates. We celebrate their achievements and we affirm our belief in them, their qualifications, and all the potential that they have to make a difference in this world. And wow, don't we need them at this time? We live in troubled and troubling times in so many ways. Contagion with COVID, conflict in Ukraine and sadly elsewhere, climate change. We need the skills that you all as graduates have. So we celebrate those skills and we celebrate you. We give thanks too, do we not, to, and this is something that I know you will all be feeling as graduates, we give thanks for your parents, for your family, for your friends, because they have been with you throughout this journey. You wouldn't be where you are and we wouldn't be celebrating as we are were it not for parents, family, friends. So come on, let's give them a big round of applause, shall we? We give thanks too to faculty, to the academic staff, to the professional services staff, for all they have done to bring these graduates to this place. But first and foremost, we celebrate the graduates, their potential, their capacity to make a difference in this troubled and troubling world. And for that, we give thanks. We thank you for the effort, the hard work you've put in to getting to this place. And we affirm in this wonderful building of faith and hope, we affirm our belief in you and all you have to offer as you go forth from this place with your accredited qualification. And our message to each and every one of you, that happy and glorious though this day is, and it is a happy and glorious day in which we celebrate, but for each and every one of you, happy and glorious though this day is, for each of you, and for your families and friends, for our community and the world, for each of you, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. So thank you, and let's celebrate.
The Pro-Vice-Chancellor from the Faculty of Engineering and Science, University of Greenwich, Professor Peter Griffiths.
Dear graduands, their guests, and our university community, it is my absolute honour and privilege to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. As the Pro-Vice-Chancellor of the Faculty of Engineering and Science, it's my pleasure to be one of the first to congratulate you on your amazing achievements. I have my warm-up man on the left, so let's start today's ceremony by asking each and every one of you to put their hands together and give a rousing round of applause for the graduates of Greenwich Class of 22. So Rochester Cathedral is a truly special place in which to host today's ceremony. It reminds us of the university's 130-year history as a seat of learning, a history we take enormous pride in. Our heritage reflects high standards of teaching, impact-driven research, and a strong employability focus to our degrees. It's the main reason why thousands of students from across the world come to study with us. And we continue to build and enrich our legacy each year. And last year was no different. There have been so many fantastic achievements over the last year that I could mention, but I must limit myself to just a few. 2021-22 was a pivotal year in the university sector, which saw our research endeavours attract significant praise as part of the 7-year Research Excellence Framework Assessment. The outcome, announced in May, has seen a significant improvement in all disciplines within the faculty, but especially engineering and pharmaceutical sciences. Many of the soon-to-be graduates sat on my left and to my right were a key part of that achievement. We have successfully received professional body accreditations for all our engineering and construction suite of programmes, as well as human nutrition and health, computer security, forensics and cybersecurity programmes. These new or renewed accreditations sit alongside our other professionally accredited degrees in science, computing and maths. Professional body recognition is a kite mark that indicates our curricula align with industry needs and are completely up to date with the latest professional practice so that our graduates, you, are fully prepared for the world of work. We have an ethos of learning by doing, which gives our learners real-world, hands-on experience, such as our forensic science and computing and maths students who are working with the charity Locate International and the police on missing person cold cases. There have also been some wonderful individual successes. Our students are outstanding and with endless potential and use their knowledge to open up the world. Former students such as Anna Padaidi, who is now a research scientist at the Francis Crick Institute. Veroni Amarasinghe is studying for their PhD at the Max Planck Institute. And Manuela Conaghi from the NRI, who won the national competition to summarise her 3 years' worth of doctoral studies in just 3 minutes. Manuela started her presentation, imagine you're on holiday, you're on a beach, and zap, a mosquito bites you. Something we can all appreciate. Manuela was successful because, more than anything, she demonstrated how important fundamental scientific discovery can be in addressing real-world problems. And this just goes to show that if you set your heart and mind to it, you can achieve extraordinary things, just like many of the alumni who were sitting in those seats not so long ago. Alumni such as Steve Malkin, civil engineering from 1988, who's the CEO of Planet Mark, who has helped over 700 organisations reduce their carbon footprint year on year. And indeed, Steve has worked with the university to help it achieve Planet Mark status. And there are many more examples of Greenwich graduates who went on to become world leaders, Nobel Prize winners, influential campaigners, musicians, business owners, and you can learn more about them in our Greenwich Portrait series. So I, along with everybody here at the university, look forward with interest to see how your careers develop and how you shape your, and maybe our, future. Graduating is one of those rites of passage, perhaps daunting, and I have complete faith that each and every one of you will go on to do amazing things, your amazing things. But do remember the Franklin D. Roosevelt's famous quote, "A smooth sea never made a skilled sailor." With your wide-ranging experience and the university's outstanding employability record, you are fully prepared for your next adventure. Your degree is a passport to a rewarding career. Use it. Work hard. Seek out opportunities. Adapt. I'm confident you will succeed in your chosen path. So let me conclude by saying that for today and for the future, I offer you my very best wishes and sincere congratulations on your achievements. Greenwich graduates of 22, go. Change the world.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, we now come to the conferment of an honorary degree of the University of Greenwich, and I call upon Professor Peter Griffiths, Pro-Vice-Chancellor of the Faculty of Engineering and Science, to present to you Terry Waite, CBE, MBE.
Some people come to greatness because they turn a terrible thing around. They respond to a catastrophe, whether illness or violence or natural disaster, by transcending it with positivity and inspiring others around them. I don't think Terry Waite is in this category. While his 5 years spent in captivity, kidnapped by Lebanese political and militant group Hezbollah, will always be the most famous thing about him, he was already a senior figure in international circles as the Archbishop of Canterbury's envoy and already achieving some extraordinary diplomatic successes in getting figures such as Colonel Gaddafi in Libya to release hostages. The first person he ever faced in this context was Idi Amin. Terry was made OBE in 1982, years before his capture. It was Terry's desire to do good, his internationalism and sympathy for people on the margins that led him to the role of negotiator, and his judgment and bravery that made him return to Beirut in 1987 to seek the release of hostages after his reputation had been muddied by incorrect reports of a connection with the US Irangate scandal. None of this is simple. Terry could have yielded to the Archbishop Robert Runce's pleas not to go, but his decision was a piece of his belief in the importance of trust and of protecting the reputation of the Archbishop and Church. Terry believed that if he did not go, it would make it easier for the mud to stick and harder to rebuild trust. He was held captive for 1,763 days. The first 4 years were in solitary confinement and included torture, blindfolding, and the threat of summary execution. He got through it, he says, by keeping his mind alive and keeping hope alive. He had the mental hinterland, philosophy, imagination, and a complete memory of the common book of prayer to stay sane and emerge, not unchanged, but still himself. Even in the darkness of the cell, he says, I recognized that I still had life, and although it was very limited, I was still able to live as fully as possible. Much later, he went back and talked with the men who had held him captive. He said it was pointless being bitter, as it would damage him more than them, and that seeing the human in everyone is the start of a conversation. Without the conversation, we will not understand the other points of view and resolve conflicts. Terry would not want to relive the experience, but he did gain from it. He says the sympathy he always had for the homeless, the prisoner, the captive, changed to empathy, and that was one of the gifts he got. Since his release in November 1991, he has devoted himself to humanitarian causes, which he does as a volunteer, making a living from writing and speaking. He co-founded and is president of the charity Y Care International, which grew out of the YMCA. It works with local partners all over the world to help young people out of poverty and into jobs. He is president of MUS UK, a charity which does similar work with homeless people in that it helps them find a home and training as a route to meaningful work. Terry founded Hostage International, which supports families of hostages and hostages themselves after their release, including Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe. He was able to talk to Nazanin during the last year of detention and helped her keep hope alive. He brings wisdom and clout to many other charities and some music organisations, including the Llangollen Eisteddfod and the Warrington Male Voice Choir, which sings in prisons. He says, music has the capacity to breathe harmony into the soul, remembering how it did so for him when he was allowed a radio towards the end of his captivity. He has also become a best-selling author, including a book described as hilarious and affectionate called Travels with a Primate, which is all about international journeys with Robert Runcie. He believes we should not be robbed of our humour, however dark the times. Following his release, he received many honours, including a CBE, the Freedom of Lewisham, as he lived in the borough, and honorary doctorates from 7 UK and international universities. Many more have followed in the years since. Lebanon's ambassador to the UK, Rami Mortada, said at a fundraiser for Hostages International recently, "The freedom isn't about the freedom from a small room where you were held captive, but the freedom to forgive and the freedom to overcome narrow ideas and inspire others." Terry hasn't stopped giving meaning to everyone. And it is for that meaning, that inspiration, and for standing firm to the principles of trust and humanity that underpin peace, and for the tireless leadership to enable people on the margins to have education, homes and livelihoods, that we honour Terry today. And now, Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour and privilege of presenting to you Terry Waite, CBE, for conferment of the degree of Honorary Doctor of the University honoris causa.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, first, may I thank the University for honouring me today. I receive this honour at the latter end of my life, but I'm conscious that I am addressing many today who will be taking the first steps of what hopefully will be a long and fruitful journey. To obtain a degree is indeed a significant achievement, and my congratulations go to all those who today will be recognized. In the few moments I have to address you, I want to make one point, which I hope you might remember when you look back on this day. The road you are about to take will not be easy. In one way or another, you will face suffering. In some cases, considerable suffering. Always remember that in the vast majority of cases, Suffering need not destroy. Although you may not realize it at the time, within the experience, more often than not, are the seeds of something new and creative. Let me read you a poem I wrote following a time in my life when I experienced physical torture. The pain sears my soul, penetrates to the very depth of my being. At night, alone, I weep the tears of anguish, of loss, of despair. Take heart. Through pain, you have entered a new realm. You have joined the community of compassion. Your sorrow will be turned to joy. Your tears will become laughter. Your wound will remain. But now, through suffering, you have a new depth of soul. Go well. Keep hope alive. The future is in your hands.
Vice-Chancellor, I now call upon Professor Phil Cox, Head of School of Engineering, to present to you award holders from the faculty.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you the award holders from the School of Engineering. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, in recognition of a programme of work entitled Structural Integrity of Sandwich Composite Structures, a Fracture-Based Approach, Asa Chala Balaban. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in recognition of a programme of work entitled Prediction of the Fitness Content of Particle Segregation and Degradation in a Handling and Storage of Wood Pellets for Power Generation, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy goes to Sathanta Chandra Disiyanke Midyasalenge. For the Doctor of Philosophy, in recognition of a programme of work entitled Generating Datasets for Anomaly-Based Intrusion Detection Systems in IoT Networks, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Ishmael Ahmad Aesop. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in recognition of a programme of work entitled Optical Computing Inspired by the Human Brain, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Ahmed Abdultrashed Ahmed Sahira Fahad. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in recognition of a programme of work entitled Effective and Due Voltage Operation of DC Loads with Reduced Power Electronics in Grid-Connected Photovoltaic-Based DC Microgrid, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Babatunde Emadela Giwe. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, in recognition of a programme of study entitled A Novel Control Technique for the Laser Photon Pneumatic Conveying Systems by using Advanced Signal Processing of Localized Particle Velocimetry and Measurement, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Amit Kumar. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, in recognition of a programme of work entitled Structural Performance of Fly Ash-Based Geopolymer Concrete Pipes Under Static and Seismic Loadings, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Sayedel Mustafadia, who also receives the Faculty of Engineering and Science Dr. Rob Berry Prize for Best PhD Student. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, in recognition of a programme of work entitled Development of Knowledge Sharing Framework within a Sustainable Food Manufacturing Supply Chain Environment in Emerging Nations, the case study of Nigerian sustainable rice sector, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy goes to Amadou and Alaje Aja. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, in recognition of a programme of work entitled Distributed Energy Resources as Tools for Power Management, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Solomon Onyegoke. For the degree of Master of Science, Civil Engineering, Khaled Al-Assad. Mohammed Cherub Balami. Amir Gucci. Abdul Hafiz. Jashuran Miron Maranja. Neil Barahatai Magani. Eldridge Saramento Rego. Mahendra Narella. For the degree of Master of Science, Engineering Management, Andal Moshan Mohammed A. Al-Jamaz. Omar Abdullah G. Al-Ruli. Yash Deves Bave. Godis Izawoku Chuwekaweri. Edikan Eshet. Harsh Nelish Kumar Jawala. Mehtab Kala. Met Kumar Anbahai Kathriya. Sorry, gentlemen. Viral Rashkibai Kant. Vishnu Madhu Sahadhan. Mohammed Bilal. Gopi Mulsa. Tino Mungwanga Musha Besa. Nazweef Monamil. Yash Balahandwai Panchal. Anand Nitin Patel. Ruggero Polini. Aramal Ravikumar. Sajidul Nazmali Sayed. Azifali Abraham Khan Sahil. Sorry. Gurpreet Singh Singh. Sabreen Nathan Savanandam. Samaya Sultana Reza. Ali Sajid Kamran Syed. Zakir Hussain Syed. Krupal Pankajbal Taka. Vinil Varghese. Kathika Vijay. Carol Sylvia Lou Armenian Vabu. Akala Trishara. For the degree of Master of Science, Engineering Management with Industrial Practice, Abdul Moshin Khan. Abhishek Kumar. Umair Ali. Ashir Ansar. Durga Pavan Stilva Reddy Atla. Sal Kumar Balredi. Sandeep Chiram Parambil, Vinayak Reddy Chintra Pathli, Saumaya Dassetti, Raphael Etiumbo, who also receives the Faculty of Engineering Prize for Best MSc IP Programme Overall Performance. Prashanth Gadhari, Akhil Gutta, Hatif Shabir, Raj Kiran Jaka, Vijay Muthahadra Longarathan, Akshay Kumar Kumati, Tulasi Lavu, Bala Rama Krishna Manaboru, Abdul Saeed Mohammed, Boon Pathinandra Muga Asan, Vimal Kishno Nautiyal, Nadhi Ranjit, hold a second, go. Yash Nilesh Ozarkar, Vaibhav Rajineshpal Patel, Mohit Padidar, John Paul, Venkata Hari Krishna Varma Penmetsa, Suju Raj, Harsh Mayabai Ravel, are you Ben? Oh, good. Ben George Thomas, Mohammed Yonas, Sankit Vinyak Salunke, Gautam Reddy Sapidi, Surya Saravana, Bhavana Chaudhry Septa, Mohammed Usmana Shabir, Puneet Sharma, Sona Simon, Kiran Kumar Sukaranti, Jayasuddin Azhar Saeed, Nirupama Velma, Nikhil Dirajarju, sorry. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration with Accounting and Finance. Beta Marta Kowalka. Sorab Estimael Rosta Mapur. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering. Daniel Arturo Acosta Campos. Fatima N.F. Alata. Mohammed Ahmed Hussein Ahmed Ali, who also receives the Institution of Civil Engineers Prize for Best Stage 2 and Stage 3 Performance Structural Engineering. Mahami S.A.K.H. Al-Asidi. Mohammed Izal bin Abdul Kahali. Nirushan David Malake Kolim. Harakan Singh Duna, who also receives the John F. Hunt Limited Prize for Highly Commended Project on Zero Carbon in Civil Engineering. Mohammed Ayman El Maroon. Geralto Hassani. Sabah Kanam Hashimi. Manuel Bent Hashimi Jalazi. Kasaba Cope, who also receives, no, he doesn't, sorry. Nathan William McLean, who also receives the BAM Nuttall, I'll start that one again, the BAM Nuttall Prize for the Best Overall Performance on a Final Stage. Onya Damola Tamalade Destiny Ojo, who also receives the University of Greenwich Merit Award for an outstanding achievement and the John F. Nuttall Limited Prize for the Best Project on Zero Carbon in Civil Engineering. Nikolay Osoyanikov. Rohan Singh Randhwara, Stephen Samuels, Tanisha Kaur Abhini, Lewis Allen Wade, who also receives the Institution of Structural Engineers South Eastern Branch Prize for the Best Stage 3 and Stage 4 Performance Structural Engineering. And Shuman Patak, for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering (brackets extended), Joseph Edikan Eshet. Randy Tevis Ranio Taylor. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Engineering Management, Chiara Oligowo. Adam Adel Al-Kamil. Zain Fathala. Florina Joanna Lucia Hain, who also receives the University of Greenwich Merit Award for Outstanding Achievement and the Faculty of Engineering and Science for Best Overall Performance, Final Stage, Engineering Management and Related Programmes. Oscar Porgaleski. Carl Treuser. Emmanuel Kweku York. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Engineering Management Extended, Alexandra Alvarez Inglesia. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, studied at West Kent College, Antonio Carr. Aaron Hickman. For the Higher National Certificate, Civil Engineering, studied at Mid Kent College, Demi Richards. Barbara Westermacott. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the list of award holders from the School of Engineering.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, Professor Jane Harrington, to confer the awards.
Right, I now come to the formal part of the ceremony. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask all of our lovely graduates if you could stand up, please. So can you stand up? Can you stand up over there? Thank you. And by virtue of the powers vested in me as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, I confer upon all those who have been presented the title, award and honours to which you are entitled. So in other words, you are now all graduates. Well done, everyone. If you just could stay standing up for a few minutes, that would be wonderful. Now, as the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Greenwich, it is my absolute honour and privilege to formally congratulate you all on graduating today. And it is a real day of celebration. It's fantastic to be here in this wonderful cathedral, and it's fantastic that we can celebrate with so many of you in person. Today is a really important day for you, but it's also for those who've supported you along the way. What I'd like you to do is to take a moment or two to think about the people that have actually helped you to get here today. And I know you want to thank them, so what I'm going to ask you to do in a moment is I'm going to ask you to make as much noise as you can to show your thanks. Now, it's quite a large cathedral, so it needs a lot of noise. They were quite noisy this morning, but I think you've got potential here to be really noisy. So are you ready to really show your appreciation? I'm going to count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just going to consult a minute. Lord Boateng, Chancellor?
Not bad at all. They've got potential.
Potential. Pro-Vice Chancellor? No, he's seen louder. I think we're going to get you to do it again. Are you ready? I'm going to make a lot of noise so you can't damage the cathedral. It likes noise, okay? 1, 2, 3. I think they did really appreciate you. You can sit down now, all of you. Thank you. Now, graduation marks the end of a really important part of your lives and the beginning of the next. And we do know that each of you has taken a really unique journey to get to this moment. And when you walk out today, we hope that you're taking with you some really wonderful memories, friends that you've made, and skills that you've gained, and also, importantly for you, each and every one of your accomplishments. And what I'd really recommend that you do over the next few days is that you sit down somewhere quietly and you actually record all of those accomplishments. Because I know we will have all heard our wonderful honorary Dr. Terry Waite, and he talked about some really serious adversity in his own personal life and how actually he's come through that. And I'd really recommend that you write down all of the things that you've achieved so that if ever you find yourselves in a difficult situation or things haven't happened as you'd want them to, you could actually look at that and remind yourselves of the things that you have accomplished. And I'd really encourage you to do that. And thank you, Dr. Waite, for actually reminding us all that how important it is to hold on to ourselves through adversity. We really value what you said. Thank you. Now, many of you, I know, have juggled multiple responsibilities. I know that you've cared for your families, you've worked while you've studied, and you have all persevered through a global pandemic. But despite all of the challenges that life's thrown at you, you did not give up. You are here, and you are graduating from the university. You all did it. Now, throughout the last year, the University of Greenwich has had some amazing success. We're now the top modern London and Kent university for graduate prospects, as measured by the Sunday Times Good University Guide 2021. We're the 4th university in the country for the work that we do to support students from all backgrounds to achieve higher earnings, according to the Institute for Fiscal Studies. We've also continued to make improvements in our teaching and student experience, and that's measured by the National Student Satisfaction Survey. We are ranked 11th worldwide by the Times Higher Education in the category of reducing inequalities, and we've achieved Stonewall's Gold accreditation. We also have some really amazing research that happens at the University of Greenwich, and it's research that makes a real difference to people's lives. And you will have actually, all of our PhD students as you came up, and your research that was talked about, you have that amazing potential now to go on and actually fundamentally change people's lives for the better. So I do really encourage you to do that. And it's wonderful to see all the work that you're doing. And I want to give you just one example of some research in the faculty. And this is research by the Natural Resources Institute, which is an absolute leader in promoting efficient management and use of renewable natural resources in support of sustainable livelihoods. And their work has transformed cassava. It's improved livelihoods in sub-Saharan Africa. It's eliminated river blindness in 11 out of 13 countries and improved the lives in Bioko Island. It's also informed sustainable supply chain initiatives, and they've been recognised by the Queen's Anniversary Prize several times for their work. Now, throughout the pandemic, we've kept our first-class rating by the People and Planet University League for our environmental and ethical performance, and I know that that's really important to all of our students. During the welcome speech, you've all heard many of the great things that colleagues in your faculty have achieved throughout the last few years. And what I'm going to do is ask us to take a few moments to recognise the really wonderful faculty staff and the wider teams that we have working at the university. We are a people organisation. We don't exist without our staff. And I'm really grateful to all of those staff. And they've all supported you during your journey with us. So what I'd now like to do is I'd like to ask each and every one of our academic and professional service staff in this room to stand up, please. And I know there's some of you around the side probably hiding, but if you could stand up as well, please, that would be wonderful. Thank you. And I'd like to thank the Pro-Vice-Chancellor and each and every member of his team and each and every member of the university for everything that you do to support our students and for making the university what it is, which is a wonderful, friendly and supportive place to be. So thank you all very much. Thank you. I'll let you sit down now. Graduates, we want you to go out to the world and be proud of the institution that you will always be a part of. And our new Strategy 2030 is extremely ambitious about what the future holds for us and for our students. We want to have no awarding gaps, no pay gaps, to have net zero carbon emissions, to ensure that all of our graduates have the best future for them, to be the best modern university in the UK, and to be in the top 30 in the Guardian League table by 2030. And we will do this, and we'll do it by being inclusive, collaborative, impactful, and by putting student and staff mental health at the core of what we do. So we promise you to continue to work really hard and continue to improve in the future. Now, as of today, you have joined a global alumni community that's now over 260,000 strong. And this community is a really powerful resource to lean on. And they, along with the university, are here to help you progress in your graduate career. And it gives you full access to the services of the Employability and Careers Service for up to 2 years after you've completed your studies. And if you haven't done so already, I'd really encourage you to sign up to Ask Alumni. It's a really great service. It allows you to connect with fellow alumni, it allows you to expand your professional networks, and also to seek out career insights that will really help you to navigate the next stages of your journey. Now, on behalf of the University of Greenwich, I wish each and every one of you huge congratulations on your wonderful successes, and I'm really excited to hear what the future holds for you all. Thank you very much.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, honorary graduate, distinguished guests, that completes this afternoon's presentation of successful award holders of the University of Greenwich. Would guests please remain seated until the processions have left the cathedral and await instructions from stewards? But for one last time, graduates, come Congratulations.